What's around, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendants? This is your reading for Virgo season and the Virgo new moon remnants, just to get you all ready for the next 14 days of full moon energy, right? It's going to be in Pisces. So, how you doing, Tauruses? Mars, like, nicely, well, I don't know about nicely. I can comment below how it was for the last, you know, few months for you guys with Mars hanging out in Taurus, but you still got Aquarius there. So Aquarius is like, be unique and original. Okay, that's the be unique and original. All right, you looking at this person here and you're like, what the heck is this person doing in this car? Being unique and original. That's what he's doing or she's doing. Yep, that's what I said. Okay, and I know you feel it. I know you want to come out. You know, you want the world to know. You got to let it go, right? Didn't you coming out? Okay, anyway. I don't, the language is killing me. I'm not talking about that. Just put it in every context, okay, people? Thank you. All right. I have to say it like that because I realize that this can hit anybody at any day, at any time. So I just gotta, Oh, it's still recording when I got a phone call. Perfect, because the last time it kept cutting me off. So, the Magician card. So, congratulations for those Tauruses that have been doing the work. You're seeing the results, you're using your resources, you know what I mean? You're not just going and doing things and getting things just because, like, you have a meaning and a purpose for this, that, and the other. You're going to use this to get you that. You're going to use that to get you here. You're going to use this to get you there. You're doing all of that. You in your power, and you just have this inner knowing to do because you're putting in the work. You're putting in the self-work. You're putting in that time where you can focus and you can put your thoughts together, put the plan together, schedule it in, because this reading is about what can you do this Virgo season, what can you put on a pattern routine during the rest of the Virgo season before fall hits. And the new moon is going to be in Pisces, so there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be in their delusions. And you got Virgo there being like, yeah, nah. So you don't want to have to go through all that. You want to be able to check yourself before the universe checks you, right? So, since I'm on that line, if you manipulating, okay, M, manipulation, A, manipulation. And if I pretty much put the word together, I probably can. Well, yeah. Well, okay. I can see how I can work that out. But anyway, this magician guy could be a manipulated person. Yeah, somebody that's seen a magic show out there, whether in person or on television or something on your screen, and they talk about look at the card and all of that. Meanwhile, the card is here. That's all manipulation. The bunny out the hat, the disappearing lady, all that is manipulation. And this card saying, oh. You can be real good at that, Toy, real good. But it's somebody manipulating you. Take a look at the other side as well, right? Virgo, this magician is not manifesting everything, all the abundance, all the flower around him, all the fruits that's coming out of all of this, right? And the magician here is reaping exactly what it's sowed. There's nobody around him. The spotlight is on him, for him to see only. He's putting time, energy, or she's putting time, energy, and effort into it. Majority of the time, because this magician has a life outside of here. But at this moment, it's about you. And putting time into you so that you can have the manifestations. So you can, well, before you have that, putting the time in you, start scheduling the time for you, because it's Virgo. Put that on your daily routine. I'm going to be doing this for me. I'm going to be writing in my journal for this. I'm going to be, lighting a candle and meditating on this. I'm going to be, this is that. I'm going to be drawing a sigil. I'm going to be, whatever it is, I'm going to be walking around the block for this many times because whatever your rituals are, whatever you do, this is what you need to tap into. And you're missing out on your talents. Like you like letting them go to waste. For those of you who are tapped in, tap in, hey, you can click off. You're doing well. Keep going during Virgo season. For the rest of y'all, you're just sitting on a whole lot of talents. If you watched who had that Empress card, oh my gosh. But look up the Empress card on Google. You'll see abundance. You see somebody's pregnant, all this other kind of stuff. That's what you're supposed to be looking like. A whole bunch of waterfalls in the background, birds flying, abundant food. You sitting on, 50s and whatnot, gold and stuff and whatnot, plated, whatever you want, whatever you want to talk about. That's what that's supposed to be. And it's time for you to step out of your shell, be unique and original, because the spotlight is on you. The North Node is in Taurus. Spotlight is on you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Taurus? Hey, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, Taurus? Have a wonderful day and night, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Ascendant during Virgo season, and with the remnants of the new moon. Listen around, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. This is your Virgo reading, tarot card reading for Virgo season, and with the remnants of the Virgo new moon. You got the Strength card. Aries got the same card. And come to find out, Mars is in Gemini. So all that fire is blowing all that air. And what do you got? What do we have here? So some of y'all are just doing wonderful. Like, keep going down your routine and pattern. You feel the strength within you. You feel your presence. You're very inspirational. You're like an influence. Gemini. I'm not talking about the ones that's, complaining a lot and stuff like Kanye West, but it may be Trump, right? But you influencing people, and you have been like compassion not only for yourself but for others. And you've done the work. You've gained this inner strength where not only you contain yourself, you put time into yourself, you put time into others, where you have drawn your boundaries, you've drawn your borders, and people are respecting that, the way you have communicated that, the way you have expressed that and put time into thinking about that. It has worked, because people are looking at you like, okay, I can't help it but to respect that. You know what I mean? Like, what they gonna say? You over here taming a beast, and what can they say? If your girlfriend or your guy friend pulls up and you pull up to their house and they outside their front porch with a lion with the mouth open, looking all happy, talking about what's up, and you like, I can respect that, right? Now you even know your boundaries with your friend. Like, oh shoot, if that person can tame that, imagine the possibilities of what that person contained in their environment. And Gemini rules the environment. So those Geminis out there who's seeing this and like, that is not me. I don't know what she talked about. Well, flip it and reverse it. You need to gain some strength, okay? You need to put some more time into gaining your inner strength. What do you have to do? Maybe you have to sleep more, Maybe you have to sleep less, because, if you sleep overly, what you need is only going to make you more lazier. So maybe if you're sleeping a little bit longer, maybe you need to cut your time down. This is Virgo season. Figure it out. That's all Virgo's about. Figuring it out. And not being so codependent where other people have to figure it out for you, because who knows you better than yourself? The closest person that knows you is whoever raised you, like literally raised you for a really, really long time, right? Those are the people, that's the person that really knows you. Not really knows you, but maybe next to you will know you, right? So, and even that, because some people are like, no, that's not true. Because a lot of people had to fake the funk for whoever raised them in order for them to have some kind of harmonious and peace in the house. But on the inside, they want to be this, do this, say this, and the list goes on. But there's somebody in your life that knows you, that you can say, oh, they know me real well, but it still doesn't level up to how you know yourself, okay? That's at 100 at all times. Sometimes we feel like it's going down to 99, like, who am I? But it's actually 100, and you just gotta, like, okay, answer the question like right now. Like just write it down. Who am I? And just go on and write it down. But anyway, that's simple. Who am I? And if you pause and then, you know, yeah, sit down and figure that out. But that's just something that's one of the infinity sign. It's something that you're going to have to do. You're going to have to figure it out. And to gain inner strength and stop self-doubting yourself. You know, this is about future goals, future dreams. This is about what's going on right now. This is about the past. This is about every time constraint that you can think of. If you focus on the present, then the past will solve itself and the future will solve itself. So spend time in the present. You know, start to strengthen yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. Start to have courage. You know, even if you have to tell yourself affirmations every day. You know, I'm strong. You know, I have courage. You know, you know, I lead with compassion, or I use compassion when needed, when necessary, however it is. Because people are, they see you, Gemini. With Mars there, they have to see you. So people are watching, even if you're trying to be low-key about some things. People are watching, or people are thinking about you. You are heavily on people's mind at this moment because of your influence and because of your impact during your life and even in your present. And now we're thinking about the future. So, self-encouragement, routine and pattern. Keep your strength up however you need to do it, mentally, physically, and emotionally, even if you have to say no, and tame the beast within you and tame the beast within other people with compassion to yourself, with compassion to them, and watch how that plays out. And you're going to carry that strength card, the strength card throughout the whole entire Virgo season. You are going to stay active within yourself, infinitely in the present time. And you're going to encourage yourself, not doubt yourself, because it's Virgo season, and it's your sister. It's in your sister sign, so it's kind of like you have to learn to just do it. Like, stop thinking about it and just do it. You know, stop thinking about negative thoughts and start thinking about positive thoughts. You know what I mean? I'm ugly. Oh shoot, no, I'm not. You know, that quick. You know, I put on some Virgo music to help you. Put on Beyonce. Put on one of Beyonce's songs where she's just talking about all her. I know there's one, Me, Myself, and I, but I'm sure she has tons of songs about her. Okay? Start and how she this and that. But believe it or not, even Beyonce has insecurities. But those songs that she put out helped her get over those insecurities. You see what I'm saying? That's what you have to find in your life. What can you do to help you get over those insecurities, where you can build your strength and you can build your current courage and you can be an influence to others. Have a wonderful day and night, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendant's turn this Virgo season with the remnants of the new moon that was in Virgo. Get ready for Pisces, Gemini. It's going to be a trip. Cancers, this is for you. This is for Virgo season, Sun, Moon, Virgo season, and the new moon that was in Virgo. And this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. You got the 3 of Wands. Okay, so where are you going? Because right now you got Lilith in your sign, okay? And Lilith is like, if you don't get your behind off this porch and go explore your uniqueness, okay, and who you are, then I'm about to give you a hard time. So this is the energy right now, Cancer, for you, is to put away any kind of fear that you have. And this card is telling me you working on it. You know what I mean? Like you made some progress. Like you made some decisions that you thought that were hard and you were able to do them and you got that done, right? And that's good. And you've done it a couple of times and that's really good. But at this point, now you're at a standstill and you're like that contemplation. Should I continue? Should I not continue? You know, I don't know, maybe I'm feeling funny about this, or I don't know enough about this, or I don't have clarity on this, but so I think I'm gonna stay put right here until I kind of figure it out. You know, and you're having maybe some self-doubt in there as well. That's kind of raining on your passion, raining on your parade. Maybe you're hearing other people and you're considering other people advice and what they have told you, and you're taking that to heart, and you're having all these delays. You thought you was going to be here at this point, but now you're way back here. So that is kind of going on right now. And for those who are seeing progress, keep that up, for Virgo season, because that means it works. So, and by you keeping up, you're going to see the expansion happen if you haven't already happened. Whatever you're doing, it might take you overseas. You might start traveling to different places that you didn't even think you would be able to go to, or maybe you'll start off small where you start traveling, within your area or space, location, but it's different places that you never even been before or seen before, and it's interesting to you. It's like, oh, cool, I get to go here for this and that and the other, blah blah blah, which is good. So prepare for that. But in order for you to prepare for that, you have to stop thinking small. You got to think bigger. You know what I mean? You can't just be washed up by your emotions and by everybody else's feelings about, what if, and this could happen and that could happen, and how come this and that and that. This is not, you don't see nobody in this picture. This person is by him or herself, okay? They're not even worried about nothing. They're not care. Well, if you are on your path, you at this point, you are not worried about nothing. You're not caring about nothing. You just want that progress. You just want to be able to see things actually materialize in front of you. You have that foresight. You took the Virgo time, to actually say, okay, I'm going to plan this out. I'm going to make a right down here. And then when I get to that mountain, I'm going to make a left over here. I done got my water in my bag. I got, my compass. I got my cell phone charge. I got like 50 power packs just in case. I got this. I got, things that you need. And now you're about to go. Or some of y'all are already on that journey, Cancers. And maybe that happened during Cancer season. Let me know. Comment below. I'd be interested to know. Did it start, this year during Cancer season, or have you been, on this path for a minute? But whatever it is, keep going with that same routine and pattern, Cancers, that you have been doing, where you can see the benefit of it. And fall is around the corner. So if anything, or if you're not in this country, wherever if you're on the opposite side, the summer is coming up. But either way, there's transitions happening all over the world. You got people dying and whatnot, and people that you knew they was going to die someday, but just is like, oh, today's the day, type of stuff. So, life is short, and you got to keep going, Cancers. And at this point, this is a situation that you're going to have to make within yourself. But there's potential growth. It's like one of the readings I talked about, the rite of passage. This is like kind of that. It's like the beginning of it. But you dealt with the whole mental part to get you out the house and to say, okay, I'm going to leave this behind. I'm going to leave that behind. I'm going to leave this behind because I don't need that. But I'm going to take this and that. And then you like get dressed and you go outside and you're like, hold up. Wait, that's what you're saying right now. So step back, go back in the house, replan, figure out what's keeping you back, what's keeping you stalled, and then once you figure that out, keep going on your mission. So that way, when fall season comes, you can reap the benefits of all the progress that you have made. Have a wonderful day and night during this Virgo season with the remnants of the new moon in Virgo. This is for Cancer, Sun, and Ascendants, about what you can add in your routine and pattern every day. What's up? What's around? Leo the Lion. This is your reading for Virgo season. And also the new moon was in Virgo, so I'm getting some of that energy for this card as well. Okay, so you have the Six of Wands, and another zodiac had the Six of Wands too. So y'all going through similar things, and you're not the only zodiac sign that share a card together, and that is very common. So Virgo is about that life, okay? Virgo is about that success. But are you being too egotistical about things? Because maybe for this Virgo season, as a routine and pattern, you can tone that down, first of all, okay? Because no one is better than anybody. Okay, we're all here. 8 billion of us is all here for a reason and a purpose, and to serve that reason and purpose. And the more people think that they are better than others, we are going to continue the cycle that we're in. So we can complain all we want about the news, about the world is going to shits, about all this other kind of stuff, about they don't do this and this and that and this and that, and the political issues and the this issues and this issue and that issue. Yeah, but all these issues came up or came out of egotism. Okay, so on a routine and pattern during Virgo season, drop that. Okay, drop it. Because Virgos, yes, they are perfectionists, but a lot of them are really not egotistical. You know, they just like to, people think they're egotistical because what they produce when they put their mind to it and they focus on something is astronomical. So you would think somebody would be like, I'm the GOAT, you know what I mean? I'm this, I'm that, blah, 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 blah. But in actuality, they just wanted to just be perfect, and they appreciate the acknowledgement of it being great. That's it. That's all. Ain't nothing to it, and they on to the next project. Okay? So you just ride on that horse to the next project and just be like this. His head is level. It's not tooted to the sky. Even the horse's head is in a humble position. It's in a compassion, I get it, I understand it, you go ahead with your bad self position. But it's on a modesty level. You know, there's people out there, you know, saying hooray and whatnot, congratulations and good job and blah, blah, blah. And that person is not like, you don't even see the hand raised. You know, you don't see the head up or tilted the nose to the sky type of thing, like he's sniffing his own ass. You don't see that. You just see him looking like, hey, where my mama at? You see her like, hey, where my mama and them at? Where my cousins and them at? They not really, okay, yeah, hooray, but they just making sure, okay, all right, you know, what's going on over there? Is that a car crash, or, you know, or what's going on over there? Is that Uncle so-and-so over there? Hey, you know what I'm saying? So they're walking through knowing that they have achievement, and this person probably maybe not even wanted to walk, you know, the path of this parade, but everybody's just so adamant, like, yeah, you saved my life, or you this, or you that, or you're the best, or we're the best, right? Stuff like that. And he's just like, nah, I just did some completions. You know, I just handled some things. I closed some chapters, and I'm on my progression now. You know, I'm on my path, my journey, my spiritual journey. And if it comes with success, then hooray, but I'm not in it for the success. You know, I'm in it for, you know, personal private achievement. You know, your personal definition of who you are and what you can achieve. And only people can tell you so much about yourself, but when you actually use your gifts, use your talent, and prove that to yourself, it's like you're unstoppable, and people will look up to you as, oh, you know, I can use that person's model, you know, of way about going about things, and I can apply that to myself, whether they know you or not. You know, for those of you who are not feeling like this, you're like, oh, I feel so ashamed. I done fell from the tower. I done had the tower card last week. Look up the tower card. It's all about, you know, destroying, but in a good way, destroying to rebuild. So this might be the time for you to destroy and rebuild. And you just had, you know, your solar return. So happy solar return to you. Happy flight day to you, belated. And you got Venus and Leo right now. Okay, Venus is visiting you. So what do you love? What do you value? What do you appreciate? Whatever that is, put that on the schedule. Okay, and then what you value, what you love, and what you appreciate, is it hurting you or is it harming you? If it is harming you, it has to go. Okay, it gotta go. You just gotta burn it up, okay? And just, tear it down. And I'm saying burn it up, metaphorically. But it's time for it to go. Literally. Because it's only holding you back. So once you get rid of all that, then you can move about your day and you can define what success means to you. If you was to reach this, that, and the other, this is what you would do. This is how you would feel. Yada yada yada, and then put some action to it. Literally put action. Don't harbor on it too long because this is the Virgo season. Okay, now. Put in action. Okay, now. Okay, no. Now. Put the comb down. Put the comb down. Okay, the brush. All right, I understand. You just got it. I know from Ulta, everybody raves about it. But right now, Virgo is like, okay, we can look cute when we get to this parade. But as of right now, behind closed doors, we got to get to work. Have a wonderful day and night. Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendants for this Virgo season and the remnants of the new moon in Virgo.